The sky over Earth was clear and calm. Birds flew over forests and cities buzzed with life. People were busy in their daily routines, unaware that something extraordinary was approaching. Far above the planet, in the silent void of space, a shadow moved. It was not a comet, not a meteor, not a planet. It was a fleet. The Imperial fleet of the Zolorian Empire was coming. Its warships were huge, dark, and unlike anything humans had seen before. Each ship was bigger than a city, with weapons capable of destroying planets. They moved in perfect formation, silent and steady. Millions of kilometers away from Earth, the fleet glowed with energy as it approached the planet's orbit. On the ground, people first noticed strange lights in the sky. Some thought it was a meteor shower. Children pointed and shouted while parents took pictures. Satellites and telescopes quickly confirmed the truth. The lights were enormous ships and they were not natural. At the United States Space Command in Washington, alarms screamed. The large control room was filled with scientists, military officers, and engineers. Every screen showed the same thing: thousands of ships surrounding Earth. Commander Laura Hayes stood at the center, calm but focused. Her brown hair fell neatly over her shoulders and her eyes scanned the incoming data. Beside her, Lieutenant Aaron Brooks tapped rapidly on a console. "Commander, the fleet is massive. Sensors cannot detect all their ships. They're more than we expected," Aaron said. His voice carried tension, but Laura stayed quiet. She had prepared for this moment for a long time. "How long until they reach orbital range?" Laura asked. Aaron checked his readings. "Minutes. Maybe 10. If they start firing, Earth will not last long without action." Laura nodded. "We will not let that happen. Prepare the defense systems. Alert all allied nations. This is not just our fight anymore. This is Earth's fight." In space, the leader of the Imperial fleet, Admiral Varen, looked down on Earth with disdain. His pale green skin reflected the light of his flagship's consoles. "This planet is primitive," he said to his officers. "The humans are weak. Their defenses are minimal. In 1 hour, this world will belong to the Empire." A tactical officer stepped forward. "Admiral, should we fire the plasma cannons immediately?" Varen waved a hand. "Not yet. Let them see us. Let them feel fear. Then we crush them all at once. This is how empires show power." Back on Earth, Laura knew the enemy's arrogance might be their mistake. For years, humanity had quietly prepared for such a moment. The world had built the Aegis program, a secret project that designed hidden fleets, satellites, and weapons capable of defending Earth against even the strongest alien forces. Few people outside the program knew its scale. The governments of the world had agreed in secret to focus all efforts on preparing for threats from space. And now those preparations would be tested. Aaron turned to Laura. "Commander, the first ships are entering orbit. Sensors show energy fields activating. They are ready to attack." Laura stepped closer to the main console and watched the holographic display. The alien fleet appeared like a black cloud in space, glowing faintly with energy shields. She pressed a few buttons and 3 small blips appeared on the screen, moving fast toward the fleet. "Those are ours," Laura said. "ECS Horizon, ECS Valkyrie, and ECS Sentinel. They are hidden. They are ready." "Launch them on my mark," Aaron nodded. "All systems green. Launch sequence is ready." On Earth, people on the ground felt a sudden tremor in the sky. Satellites detected the energy shields of the alien fleet pulsing like hearts. Cities went into emergency mode. People ran for cover. Air traffic was halted. Military bases prepared, but few understood the danger. Most believed humanity would be defeated. Few believed Earth could fight back. In orbit, the first human ships moved like shadows. The ECS Horizon emerged from a hidden trajectory near the moon. Its engines glowed faintly blue, almost invisible against the blackness of space. Its weapon systems were online. Captain John Mitchell, a skilled and calm pilot, gripped the controls. Beside him, his co-pilot, Rachel Lane, monitored the enemy fleet. "John, the first Zolorian cruiser is in range. Ready for orders?" Rachel asked. "Fire on my mark," John replied. His voice was steady. He had trained for this moment for years. "Let's show them what humans are made of." On the flagship of the Imperial fleet, Admiral Varen watched the monitors. "Prepare to strike. Fire on that human ship." The first volley of plasma fire lit up space. But the human ship moved faster than the aliens expected. It dodged the attacks with precision, then fired back. One shot from the ECS Horizon struck a Zolorian cruiser. In seconds, the massive ship exploded, a ball of fire and metal floating in space. Varen's face turned pale. "What, impossible? How can a single human ship destroy one of our cruisers? Laura, watching the battle from Earth, smiled faintly. They do not know us yet. They will learn soon enough. The ECS Valkyrie and ECS Sentinel joined the fight. Together they moved with perfect coordination, striking the fleet from different angles. Energy shields of the aliens flickered and failed under the concentrated fire. For the first time, the Empire saw the humans were not weak. They were fast, clever, and deadly. Back in Washington, Aaron Brooks looked at Laura. "Commander, the fleet is breaking formation." The aliens are surprised. "This is working exactly as planned." Laura nodded. "Keep it up. Do not let them recover. Earth will not be conquered today." On the ground, people watched the skies through live feeds. Scientists and soldiers were amazed at the human ship's speed and precision. Children cheered as the first images of destroyed alien ships appeared on their screens. No one could believe that Earth's secret fleet could strike so fast. In the Empire's fleet, panic spread. Officers ran to consoles. Energy shields flickered. Weapons failed to lock. Admiral Varen tried to issue commands, but the humans were already moving faster than they could respond. "Focus fire on their main ship," Varen shouted. But the ECS Horizon, Valkyrie, and Sentinel were already beyond the range of most weapons. Each move they made was calculated, precise, and devastating. Within minutes, 12 Zalorian ships were destroyed. Varen slammed his fist against a console. "They are just humans. This is impossible. How can they move so fast? How can they hit us with such accuracy?" Laura watched quietly. "They underestimated us. That is always their mistake." On Earth, military leaders watched the fight in disbelief. Messages from allies around the world confirmed the same. The alien fleet was losing before the fight had fully begun. Humanity had hidden power, knowledge, and weapons that the galaxy never expected. Aaron turned to Laura, excitement in his voice. "Commander, they are retreating. Sensors show the fleet is trying to fall back." Laura nodded. Let them live long enough to spread the word. The galaxy must understand Earth is not weak. As the first part of the battle ended, Earth was safe, at least for now. But Laura knew the war was only beginning. The Zalorian Empire would not accept defeat easily. They would return. And when they did, humanity would have to be ready again. But for now, Earth celebrated its hidden victory. People cheered in the streets, military bases lit up with activity, and the secret human fleet returned to orbit, invisible once more. Humanity had shown the galaxy that it was not to be underestimated. And somewhere in the stars, Admiral Varen plotted, furious and humiliated, already planning the next attempt to conquer the planet. Laura looked at the night sky, calm and confident. "They came to destroy us," she whispered. And in minutes they learned they cannot. The stars above Earth were quiet again, but for the humans watching them, a new confidence had begun. Humanity was awake. Humanity was ready. Humanity would not be conquered. The sky above Earth still burned with the glow of the destroyed alien ships. Smoke and debris floated silently in orbit, but the threat was far from over. The Zalorian Empire's fleet was enormous. Thousands of warships remained, hidden behind energy shields, repairing damaged weapons and preparing for another strike. Commander Laura Hayes watched the holographic displays in the Earth Defense Command. Her eyes were calm but focused. Around her, technicians and officers moved quickly, relaying data and preparing the next move. The first attack had been a success, but she knew the aliens would not stop. Lieutenant Aaron Brooks pointed at the screen. "Commander, sensors show new warships emerging from cloaked positions near the asteroid belt. They are faster than before and seem to be reorganizing." Laura nodded. "We expected that. Activate the second wave. Deploy the Horizon, Valkyrie, and Sentinel again. This time, they will not only defend, they will strike deeper into the fleet." In orbit, the human ships moved silently. They were small compared to the alien cruisers, but their speed and agility made them deadly. Captain John Mitchell led the ECS Horizon, weaving through the shadows of space debris. The ship's railguns glowed faintly, ready to fire. Beside him, his co-pilot Rachel Lane monitored the incoming fleet. "John, the enemy formation is changing. They are concentrating firepower on our last attack point," Rachel said. "Let them," John replied calmly. "They think they can catch us. We will show them they are wrong." From the alien fleet, Admiral Varen's voice echoed across the bridge of his flagship. "Concentrate fire on the humans. Do not let them strike again. Show them the might of the Empire." His officers scrambled. The ships powered up their plasma cannons, energy shields flared, and targeting systems locked on the human vessels. Varen's confidence was high. He had destroyed countless worlds before. Earth, he thought, would be no different. The first salvo of plasma fire streaked across space toward the ECS horizon. The ship twisted and turned with impossible speed, dodging the massive beams. The Zalorian officers watched in shock as the humans weaved between attacks, seemingly predicting each move. "Impossible," an officer muttered. "They are too fast. They should be destroyed already," John fired back. The ECS Horizon's railguns cut through the shield of a Zalorian cruiser, tearing it apart. In seconds, the cruiser exploded, sending fragments into space. Rachel's voice was calm, almost cold. "Target another cruiser. Focus fire. Make it count." 2 more human ships joined the attack. The ECS Valkyrie and ECS Sentinel flanked the remaining enemy ships, striking from angles that made defense impossible. The alien fleet had been trained to fight slower, less advanced opponents. They were unprepared for speed, coordination, and precise attacks from the humans. In Washington, Laura watched every movement on her screens. "The first wave was just a warning," she said. "The next strike will show them that Earth is not weak." Aaron Brooks looked at the reports coming in. "Commander, the aliens are starting to panic. Their ships are breaking formation. Shields are failing on multiple vessels. Their officers are shouting orders, but nothing is working." Laura's voice was steady. "Good, keep pushing. Prepare for the Titan activation. We will finish this quickly." Deep in orbit, 3 massive warships had gathered at the rear of the Imperial fleet. They were the most advanced ships in the Zalorian arsenal, armed with plasma cannons and quantum disruptors. Admiral Varen believed these ships could destroy the human vessels in seconds. John Mitchell scanned the fleet. "They are concentrating on the rear formation. We need to move fast, Rachel. Target their largest ship first." Rachel nodded and adjusted the targeting system. The human ships accelerated, weaving past debris and energy shields. They fired in unison. The first railgun shot struck the rear flagship. The shield shimmered and flickered before failing completely. A second shot hit the power core, and the ship exploded silently in the vacuum of space. Baron's face turned pale. "No, this cannot be happening." One by one, the human ships struck the enemy fleet. Another cruiser exploded, then another. In minutes, more than 20 enemy vessels were destroyed. The Zalorian Empire had never experienced such a rapid and precise attack. Panic spread through their ranks. Officers shouted, soldiers ran to damaged consoles, and energy shields flickered and collapsed. In Earth Defense Command, Laura smiled faintly. "They underestimated us. That is always their mistake," Aaron looked at her. "Commander, their main fleet is attempting to retreat to warp. Should we let them go?" Laura shook her head. "No, they will return. We cannot let them regroup. Send the Titan units. It is time to show them the full power of humanity." Aaron's fingers flew over the console. "Titan units online. All orbital platforms are ready. Weapon systems calibrated. Deployment sequence prepared." Above the planet, the Titan orbital platforms activated. They were massive hidden constructs, each with multiple railguns, missile arrays, and gravity disruptors. For decades, these weapons had been secret, built in hidden orbits and tested silently. Now they were ready. The first orbital strike hit the Imperial fleet. Hundreds of tungsten rods, fired silently at near light speed, struck multiple warships at once. Explosions tore through the enemy formation. Shields collapsed, weapons failed, and chaos spread. The Empire had faced countless enemies before, but nothing like this. Varen tried to issue orders, but the Titan network was faster than their communications. The warships were destroyed before they could respond. The humans were everywhere, striking with perfect coordination. The orbital platforms acted like one mind, targeting the enemy with precision and speed. In space, John Mitchell's voice crackled over the comm. "All Titan units operational. Earth fleet, continue the attack. Do not stop until the rest of the fleet is disabled." Rachel Lane checked the targeting screens. "Commander, the remaining cruisers are trying to escape, but Titan fire is too fast. They are being destroyed before they can jump to warp." Varen's face was pale with rage. "Impossible. We have never been defeated like this. Activate emergency protocols. Launch all remaining weapons." But it was too late. The human ships and orbital weapons continued their coordinated strike. Within minutes, the Zalorian fleet's largest vessels were gone. The smaller ships attempted to flee, but were intercepted by Titan gravity disruptors. One by one, they were torn apart silently in space. Back on Earth, people watched the skies in awe. Live feeds showed the alien ships exploding or being destroyed silently by unknown weapons. Cities erupted in cheers. Soldiers, scientists, and civilians alike realized that Earth's secret fleet had not only defended the planet, but had destroyed the mightiest enemy fleet the galaxy had sent. Against them, Laura turned to Aaron. This is only the beginning. They will not stop here, but now they know what humans are capable of. Aaron nodded. Commander, their communication signals are weak. It looks like they are trying to regroup. Laura's gaze hardened. Let them try. We are ready. Humanity will not bow. Humanity will not run. We fight and we survive. On the flagship of the Imperial fleet, Admiral Varen stood amid the chaos. His officers were panicked, many of them injured, and their weapons systems were failing. He looked at the reports of destroyed ships and could not believe what he saw. They are just humans, he muttered. They cannot be this strong. It is impossible. In orbit, the human ships regrouped quietly. John Mitchell, Rachel Lane, and their crews checked their systems and reported back to Earth Defense Command. Everything was operational. The enemy was weakened, and the humans had struck fear into their hearts. Laura gave her final order for the day. All ships return to hidden orbits. Prepare for the next wave if they return. This is our planet, and we will protect it at any cost. As the sun set over Earth, the world celebrated a hidden victory. People cheered in the streets, soldiers smiled, and the secret human fleet returned to their shadowy positions in orbit. Humanity had shown the galaxy its power. The Imperial fleet had come to conquer, and in minutes, they had learned that Earth was not weak. Above the planet, in the darkness of space, the remaining alien ships floated in silence, damaged, confused, and afraid. The humans had struck faster, stronger, and smarter than anything the galaxy had ever seen. And for the first time, Admiral Varen realized that Earth would never be an easy target again. Laura looked at the stars above. They came to destroy us, she whispered. And in minutes they learned they cannot. Somewhere in the galaxy, whispers of humanity's power began to spread. The war had just started, but one message was clear. Earth would not fall. The battle above Earth had slowed for a moment. Smoke and debris from destroyed alien ships floated silently in space, drifting like ghosts. The Zalorian fleet was not entirely defeated yet. Thousands of warships remained, damaged but not destroyed. They regrouped in orbit, trying to form a defensive line. The Empire had never been defeated so quickly, and panic was spreading among the officers. Commander Laura Hayes watched the displays in the Earth Defense Command. Her eyes were calm, her expression unreadable. Around her, soldiers and technicians moved quickly, checking systems and relaying updates. For decades, humanity had prepared for this moment in secret. The Aegis program was no longer just a theory. It was alive, active, and deadly. Lieutenant Aaron Brooks tapped on a console. Commander, sensors show the remaining fleet is trying to regroup near the asteroid belt. Their shields are weaker now, but they are still dangerous. Laura nodded. Prepare for the full deployment. It is time to show them what we have built in secret. In orbit, hidden platforms stirred to life. These were the Titan orbital defense units, massive structures built over decades hidden from all satellites and alien sensors. Each platform was equipped with railguns, missile arrays, gravity disruptors, and energy projectors. But their true power was in their coordination. Linked by quantum neural networks, the platforms acted as one. One command could control all of them, making them faster and more precise than any human mind could manage alone. Titan units online, Laura said, her voice calm. Target coordinates locked. Fire control ready. In the Zalorian fleet, Admiral Varen watched as strange energy readings appeared on his displays. What is that? They are targeting us. Impossible. A tactical officer spoke nervously. Admiral, unknown objects are approaching. They are hidden in orbit, activating now. Our sensors cannot detect their full capabilities. Varen's face turned pale. Do not underestimate humans. Activate all defensive shields. Fire at anything that moves, but it was already too late. The Titan units activated silently. Hundreds of tungsten rods propelled at near-light speed, shot toward the enemy fleet. There were no warnings, no alarms, just destruction. One by one, Zalorian cruisers and destroyers were torn apart. Explosions lit up space as shields failed and weapon systems overloaded. The Empire had never faced anything like this. Captain John Mitchell of the ECS Horizon maneuvered smoothly through the chaos. Rachel, Titan units are striking. Focus on the remaining cruisers. They will not know what hit them. Rachel Lane adjusted the targeting system. Roger, John. Fire control ready. Let's finish this. The human ships moved like shadows among the wreckage. Each railgun shot hit with precision. Each movement calculated. The ECS Valkyrie and ECS Sentinel struck from different angles, cutting through energy shields and slicing the alien ships apart. In Earth Defense Command, Laura watched quietly. They underestimated us. That is always their mistake, she said. Aaron Brooks nodded. Commander, their fleet is disintegrating. The remaining ships are trying to retreat to warp, but Titan units are intercepting them. There is no escape. Laura's gaze was steady. Good, let them feel fear. Let them see what happens when they try to conquer Earth. Back in the Zilorian fleet, panic turned into chaos. Officers ran to consoles trying to repair shields, divert power, and launch counterattacks. Energy beams streaked across space, but the Titan units moved faster. Gravity disruptors collapsed enemy shields. Railgun projectiles tore through hulls, and missiles struck with deadly precision. Every move the aliens made was countered almost instantly. Admiral Varen clenched his fists. They are not just ships. They are coordinated. They think like one mind. This is impossible. An officer spoke hesitantly. Admiral, the humans are using some kind of network. It is faster than our calculations. We cannot predict their movements, Varen growled. We will adapt. We always adapt. Focus fire on their ships. Destroy them! But the human ships were already beyond range. John Mitchell guided the ECS Horizon through a narrow field of debris, dodging plasma fire and striking at the enemy's rear formation. Each shot tore through the alien ships like paper. The Horizon moved with precision, almost as if it could see the enemy before they did. Rachel Lane watched the targeting screens. Their shields are down. Concentrate fire on the flagship. It is their control center. The ECS Valkyrie and ECS Sentinel flanked the remaining vessels. Together with the Titan units, they focused every attack on the enemy command ship. Explosions tore through its hull. Systems failed. Power cores overheated. In a final surge, the ship detonated, sending massive debris floating in space. In the command center, Laura Hayes exhaled slowly. They will never underestimate us again. Aaron Brooks shook his head in disbelief. Commander, the Zilorian fleet is almost destroyed. Only a few smaller ships remain. They are trying to flee, but our orbital weapons are faster. Laura nodded. Let them flee if they must. They will live to tell the story. The galaxy must know what humans can do. On Earth, people watched in awe. News feeds showed the alien ships exploding or vanishing silently. In cities, children cheered, scientists celebrated, and soldiers smiled. Humanity's secret fleet had not only defended the planet, but had destroyed the mightiest enemy fleet ever sent to conquer it. Deep in space, Admiral Varen stood amid the chaos of his remaining ships. His face was pale and tense. How is this possible? They are only humans. They cannot be this strong. A tactical officer tried to speak. Admiral, their weapons, their speed. It is beyond anything we expected. We are being destroyed too fast. Our shields fail instantly. Varen's hands trembled. I will not lose this battle. Activate all emergency protocols. Retreat if necessary. But mark my words, humans will pay for this humiliation. But it was too late. The remaining ships tried to escape, but the Titan units targeted them instantly. Gravity disruptors collapsed their engines. Railguns struck critical points and missiles found every weak spot. In minutes, the remaining fleet was destroyed. The Empire's invasion had failed completely. In orbit, the ECS Horizon, Valkyrie, and Sentinel regrouped. Captain John Mitchell checked his systems. All clear. Titan units destroyed or disabled the rest. No casualties on our side. Rachel Lane smiled faintly. They never expected us. They thought humans were weak. They were wrong. Back on Earth, Laura Hayes addressed her team. This is a victory, but not the end. The Zilorian Empire may try again. We must be ready. Humanity will not bow. Humanity will not run. We will fight. Aaron Brooks looked at the reports coming in. Commander, their surviving ships are sending distress signals. Other parts of the Empire will hear. This will spread fear across the galaxy. Laura nodded. Good, let them fear us. Let them learn that Earth is not weak. Humanity has always prepared, always learned, and now we have shown them our power. In the depths of space, Admiral Varen floated among the wreckage of his fleet. His pride was shattered, his fleet destroyed, and his officers demoralized. He had underestimated humans, and now the galaxy would know the same. Back on Earth, cities celebrated quietly but proudly. Humans understood what had happened. Their hidden strength had saved the planet. Their secret weapons, trained pilots, and coordinated defenses had proven that Earth could not be taken easily. Laura looked at the night sky. The stars above seemed calm, but she knew the war was far from over. "They came to conquer us," she said softly, "and in minutes they learned they cannot." Aaron Brooks smiled. "Commander, the galaxy will hear of this. They will know that humans are not weak." Laura nodded. "Yes, and when they return we will be ready again. Always ready. Humanity has shown its strength, and the galaxy must respect it." Above the planet, the Titan orbital platforms powered down silently. The ECS Horizon, Valkyrie, and Sentinel returned to hidden positions in orbit. Humanity had won the first round, but the war was not finished. The Empire had learned a lesson it would not forget, and humanity had shown the galaxy that it was not to be underestimated. The night passed over Earth quietly. Stars twinkled above, and humanity slept peacefully for the first time in decades. The planet was safe for now, and in the hearts of humans everywhere a new confidence had grown. They were ready. They were strong, and they would fight for their world, no matter what the galaxy sent next. The remaining ships of the Zalorian Empire floated in orbit, badly damaged. Their crews panicked and confused. Space, once a place of their dominance, now felt like a trap. The survivors of the fleet gathered near what was left of their command ships, trying to regroup and form a plan. Admiral Varen's pride was shattered. He could not believe the humans had moved so fast, struck so precisely, and destroyed nearly his entire fleet in mere minutes. In Earth Defense Command, Commander Laura Hayes watched the enemy's retreat. Her eyes scanned the screens, calm but sharp. "They think they can escape," she said quietly. "They are about to learn they cannot." Lieutenant Aaron Brooks checked the sensor data. "Commander, their remaining ships are trying to jump to warp. They are scattered, but some are concentrating near the Lagrange point." Laura nodded. "Activate the Titan orbital platforms fully. Target all remaining vessels. Let them see that Earth will not allow them to flee." The Titan unit stirred in orbit. Hidden for decades, these massive structures were the result of humanity's greatest secret projects. Each platform was armed with railguns, missile arrays, and energy projectors, and linked through a quantum neural network. The humans had designed them to operate like a single mind, faster and more precise than anything the Zalorians had encountered. Aaron's fingers moved quickly over the console. Titan units online. Weapons locked. Target coordinates are ready. "Fire on my mark," Laura commanded. In orbit, the human ships, the ECS Horizon, Valkyrie, and Sentinel, maneuvered to intercept the fleeing fleet. Captain John Mitchell checked his sensors. "Rachel, the remaining ships are trying to regroup near the asteroid belt. Titan units are ready to strike. Let's finish this." Rachel Lane adjusted the targeting system. "All set, John. Let's show them what humans are capable of." Far above Earth, Admiral Varen looked at the readings. His remaining ships were failing. Shields were down, weapons systems overloaded, and engines barely functioning. Panic ran through his officers. "How can this be happening?" he shouted. One of his officers answered hesitantly. "Admiral, their orbital weapons. They are striking every ship simultaneously. Nothing can escape. Their human fleet. It moves faster than our calculations," Varen growled. "Focus fire. Destroy the human ships before they destroy the rest of us." But it was too late. Titan units activated. Hundreds of tungsten rods fired at near-light speed tore through the remaining cruisers and destroyers. Explosions lit up space as the fleet shattered piece by piece. Railgun fire from the human ships joined the assault, striking precise points on alien hulls. Missiles fired from hidden platforms found every weak spot. Captain John Mitchell piloted the Horizon with calm precision. "Rachel, target the enemy flagship." "Focus fire. Take it down," Rachel nodded. "Roger, John." Locking on. The ECS Valkyrie and Sentinel flanked the enemy flagship, firing simultaneously. The target ship's shields flickered and failed. Its engines overloaded and its weapon systems went offline. In moments, it exploded, sending debris drifting into the void. The remaining enemy vessels scattered, but the Titan network tracked and destroyed them one by one. In Washington, Laura watched the reports coming in. "They are losing everything," she said. "Not a single ship can escape." Aaron Brooks shook his head. "Commander, the Zalorian fleet is crumbling. They are trying to retreat, but the Titan units and our ships are faster. They are falling apart. Laura's expression was calm. Good, humanity will not stop. Let them see what happens when they try to conquer Earth. In the chaos of space, panic overtook the alien officers. Ships collided with each other in failed maneuvers. Weapons exploded and energy shields collapsed. They had never faced an enemy that could move and strike with such speed and coordination. Every order Admiral Varen gave was countered immediately. His fleet had lost its mind and its discipline. One of his officers pleaded, "Admiral, we cannot survive this. Every attack we launch is neutralized instantly. Our ships are being destroyed." Varen slammed his fists against the console. "No, we are the Empire. We do not lose." But the Empire had lost. The human ships moved like shadows through the battlefield, striking every vulnerable point. Titan platforms fired again and again, hitting every ship too fast for the Zalorians to respond. Within minutes, the remaining fleet had been destroyed. Not a single large vessel remained intact. On Earth, civilians watched the news feeds. People in cities, towns, and villages cheered. Children pointed at the sky, believing in heroes they could not see. Scientists and soldiers celebrated quietly, knowing humanity had achieved something the galaxy had never imagined. Earth had destroyed one of the greatest fleets in history. Laura turned to Aaron. "They underestimated us. That is always their mistake." Aaron nodded, smiling faintly. "Commander, all remaining ships are destroyed or disabled. Their communications are down. They cannot regroup." Laura's gaze was firm. "Let them live to tell the story. The galaxy must know that humans are not weak." In the depths of space, the few surviving Zalorian ships tried to flee. Their warp engines glowed, attempting escape. But the Titan units anticipated their moves. Gravity disruptors activated, collapsing the engines. One by one, the ships were destroyed before they could jump to warp. Admiral Varen floated on the bridge of his remaining command ship. He was furious, humiliated, and defeated. "Impossible," he muttered. "How can a single species destroy an entire fleet so quickly?" His officers were silent, too shocked to speak. The human attack had been precise, calculated, and unstoppable. Every strategy the Empire had used for centuries failed. They had never faced an enemy capable of moving faster than their calculations, striking harder than their weapons could resist, and thinking ahead of their predictions. Back on Earth, the human fleet regrouped quietly. The ECS Horizon, Valkyrie, and Sentinel returned to hidden positions, their weapon systems still active, their crews alert. Humanity's secret had been revealed, but the planet was safe, for now. Laura turned to her team. "The battle is over, but the war may not be. The Zalorian Empire has learned that Earth will not bow. Humanity has shown its strength. And we will continue to be ready." Aaron Brooks checked the reports. "Commander, the galaxy will hear of this. News of the destruction is already reaching other empires. They will know to respect humanity." Laura nodded. "Yes, and when they return, we will be ready again. Humanity will fight, and humanity will win." In the silence of space, the wreckage of the Imperial fleet floated. Thousands of ships destroyed, officers and soldiers defeated, and an empire humbled. The humans had struck with precision, speed, and intelligence beyond the imagination of the Zalorians. Above Earth, the planet seemed calm. Cities lit up at night, unaware of the full scale of the battle above. Humanity had won. Earth had survived. And the galaxy would never forget the day a secret human fleet destroyed one of its greatest empires in minutes. Laura looked at the stars above, her eyes calm but determined. "They came to conquer us," she whispered. "And they learned too late that humans do not bow, humans do not run, and humans fight back with everything they have." Aaron Brooks smiled faintly. "Commander, humanity has sent a message to the galaxy. A warning and a declaration." Laura nodded. "Yes, we have shown that Earth is not weak, that humanity is strong, and anyone who tries to take us will regret it." In orbit, the ECS Horizon, Valkyrie, and Sentinel powered down quietly, returning to hidden orbits. The Titan platforms retreated to their shadow positions. Humanity had survived, had fought, and had won decisively. The Empire had crumbled. The humans had risen, and for the first time in history, the galaxy understood that Earth was not a planet to be conquered lightly. The battle above Earth was over. The Zalorian Empire's fleet was destroyed, scattered wreckage floating silently in space. For the first time in history, an enemy of unimaginable power had been stopped in minutes, Humanity had shown its strength, but the victory was not just about destruction. It was about sending a clear message. Commander Laura Hayes stood in the Earth Defense Command, looking at the monitors filled with the aftermath of the battle. The reports were detailed and horrifying. Thousands of alien warships obliterated, millions of tons of debris drifting in orbit, and the Empire's forces in complete disarray. But Laura was calm. Calmness, she believed, was the strength humans had always needed. Lieutenant Aaron Brooks stood beside her, eyes wide as he studied the data. Commander, the Empire's fleet is finished. Not a single large vessel remains functional. The survivors are sending weak distress signals, but no one is coordinating them. We've completely neutralized their attack. Laura nodded. Good, but we are not done yet. The galaxy must know that Earth cannot be conquered, that humanity is not weak, that any who try will face the same fate as the Zolorians. Across the planet, military and civilian teams work together to secure the damaged satellites, track the wreckage, and ensure no alien forces remained hidden. Scientists studied the debris for any advanced technology, while engineers repaired and upgraded Earth's secret weapons. Humanity had survived its first test, and now it was stronger than ever. In orbit, the ECS Horizon, Valkyrie, and Sentinel floated silently. Captain John Mitchell checked his systems. Rachel, the battlefield is clear. Titan units accounted for. No casualties. The humans have done their job perfectly. Rachel Lane nodded. All ships are intact, John. They never expected this. The Empire is shattered, and the galaxy will know it. Back on Earth, Laura addressed her team. This is more than a victory. It is a declaration. We have defended our world. We have defended humanity, and now we must send a message to the galaxy. Aaron tapped on the console. Commander, we can broadcast directly. Use encrypted frequencies and translate automatically. All known civilizations in our databases will receive it. Laura's eyes narrowed. Make it clear. Let them understand that humanity does not bow, does not run, and cannot be conquered. Show them our strength, but also our resolve. We do not seek unnecessary war, but we will defend ourselves at any cost. The message was prepared. It showed images of the destroyed Zolorian fleet, videos of human ships moving with precision, and the silent but terrifying power of the Titan orbital platforms. Words accompanied the images. This is Earth, this is humanity. We will not be conquered. Any who attempt to enslave, attack, or destroy our world will face the same fate. Across the galaxy, alien civilizations intercepted the transmission. Some watched in fear, some in awe, and some with disbelief. The message spread like fire, carried by ships, satellites, and networks. Rumors began to form. A small hidden world had destroyed one of the galaxy's greatest fleets in mere minutes. In the Zolorian Empire, Admiral Varen faced his council. His face was pale and strained. They are only humans, he said. They cannot have this power. It is impossible. One of his officers spoke quietly. Admiral, it is true. The humans have destroyed the majority of our fleet. Titan units and their ships moved faster than our predictions. They have shown strength beyond any we have seen before. Varen's hands trembled. Prepare all surviving ships. We will rebuild. We will return, but we must respect their power. They are dangerous beyond imagination. Back on Earth, civilians and soldiers celebrated quietly. People cheered in the streets, hugged their families, and shared stories of hope and pride. Humanity had survived an attack that should have destroyed them. Humanity had shown the galaxy its true strength. Laura watched the celebrations through secure feeds. This is the beginning, she said. The galaxy will remember Earth, and humanity will never be underestimated again. Aaron Brooks smiled faintly. Commander, our fleets are ready. Titan units are fully operational. Our ships are hidden but prepared. Humanity is stronger than ever before, Laura nodded. Yes, and now we prepare not just for defense but for diplomacy. Other civilizations will approach Earth differently. Some will come as friends, others with caution, and we will be ready for both. In orbit, the human ships patrolled silently. The ECS Horizon, Valkyrie, and Sentinel moved through hidden paths, watching for any signs of hidden enemy forces. Titan platforms adjusted their positions, blending with space debris, ready to strike if needed. Earth had weapons capable of destroying fleets before they even reached the planet. Captain John Mitchell looked at the battlefield one last time. Rachel, do you think they'll try again? Rachel Lane shook her head slowly. Not soon. They know what humans can do. Any fleet coming back would face the same fate. Earth is no longer weak. We are a force to be reckoned with. Laura issued the final orders to her teams. Keep all systems ready. Continue to monitor space, improve defenses, study the enemy technology. Humanity must always be prepared. This planet is ours, and we will protect it at all costs. Aaron Brooks nodded. Yes, Commander. We will never let them catch us off guard again. Days passed. The Zolorian Empire remained silent, too shocked to respond immediately. Other alien civilizations began to send envoys to Earth, requesting dialogue, alliances, and trade. All of them carried the knowledge of humanity's strength. No one would attack blindly again. On the surface, people looked up at the night sky and felt a new sense of pride. Humanity had survived an attack from a galactic empire. Humanity had fought and won. Humanity had shown the galaxy that Earth was not to be underestimated. Laura Hayes watched the stars, thinking about the future. They came to destroy us, she whispered. They learned too late that humans fight with everything they have. And we will continue to fight, protect, and grow stronger. The galaxy will remember us. Aaron Brooks joined her silently. Commander, we've sent a message. The galaxy knows now. Earth is awake, Laura nodded. Yes, and humanity will remain awake, strong, united, unyielding. The Empire thought they could conquer us. They were wrong, and anyone else who comes will learn the same lesson. In orbit, the ECS Horizon, Valkyrie, and Sentinel moved silently, like shadows among the stars. Titan platforms stood ready, their weapons hidden but powerful beyond imagination. Humanity had defended its home and had proven that it would never bow to any invader. As the sun rose over Earth, its light reflected on oceans, cities, and forests. Humanity had survived its first galactic threat, and the world would never be the same again. Other civilizations would look to Earth with caution, respect, and fear. But humanity had earned a new place in the galaxy, a place as a power that could not be ignored. Commander Laura Hayes turned from the monitor and looked at her team. We have won this battle, she said, but our journey is just beginning. The galaxy has seen humanity's power. Now it must also see our wisdom, our courage, and our unity. Earth is strong. Humanity is ready. And we will shape the future of the stars, Aaron Brooks smiled. Yes, Commander. Humanity has proven itself. The galaxy will remember this day forever. Laura nodded, looking once more at the stars. Let them remember. Let them never forget. This is Earth, this is humanity, and we will always defend our home. The galaxy had learned a lesson it would never forget. A single planet, small and hidden, had destroyed one of the greatest fleets in existence in mere minutes. The Empire had been humbled and humanity had risen. And above all, the message was clear. Earth was strong, humanity was united, and the galaxy must respect both. The stars twinkled quietly, peaceful and silent. But humanity had awakened among them, and the future of the galaxy had changed forever.